Hi guys, Paul here. Welcome to another episode of Paul Plays Infinifactory. Next puzzle is still in Production Zone 2. It's called Drone Maintenance. So, let's start it up. We get, they say drone, I say tank. And obviously that's broken. The barrel is broken too. Both of them need to be taken off. And there are new items being produced here to be fitted to the tank. Fine. So the first thing let's do is let's get rid of the old. So let's somewhere around here. So that would be eviscerating it. So what I would like it to do is I'm gonna obviously like to get it out of the way instead of without killing that block there. We don't have a replacement for that, so I need to destroy the front three and that one. So to do that, it's going to be there. So if this is a pusher and it was on it, and we can see it does a pretty good job, but it just destroys too much. We need to get it in so it doesn't destroy that. Now the problem is I can't really sense at this line to take it in because I need to be sent. I can't tell the difference between a barrel, a block, and whatever this is, computer control or whatever it is. So I'm going to have to try and sense these two coming in and get a timing right for destroying it. So let's have a look at that. Put that there. Put a sensor in place to have a look. Yeah, that'll see that. Remember, be careful wiring the conduit. I've got to be careful because I can't let anything go into this square here. Almost. It was too late getting back, wasn't it? So I want to detect it one earlier. There. Too soon getting back. So absolutely useless. And what I was thinking. And there we have it. So need the second sensor, pulls it out of the way and drops it back in when it's cleared. So the rubbish has been cleared from the top of the tank. Let's have a look at this. So barrel and the CPU unit. We need a barrel of length 3. So 2 of them. A conveyor to take it away, and 2 welders. Magic. So if I put the welders on the other side, I could replace that with a a conveyor, a rotator, and now that's in the correct position to be taken for a little trip. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is try and have them waiting at the side of the drone or the tank. When the tank gets into position, I am going to push them in and hopefully do a weld at the same time. So with that in mind, hopefully that's, let me just look where this barrel is here. That's going to fall in like that. So our barrel, end of the barrel is in line with that. So we want it there. Obviously it needs to be, it's going to be pushed in, so it's going to weight one square to the above it, and it goes as 2. So it would be resting on something like that, and the track slides underneath that. And if that's gonna go there, so remember the barrel is going something like that. The barrel sticks out 1 over the front of the tracks, so the actual there are 5, aren't there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to put that one in as, I'll put it in as a big orange blocker. There. So, I would like the so next thing is this thing is the CPU unit or brain or whatever it is. That needs to come in and be 1 behind. So that's going to end up hopefully on this square here. I know I've still got a mock tank in there, but oh, it's going to crash. Okay. I actually think, yeah, that's, I'm being silly. That would actually been there, wouldn't it? Yes. Okay, so I need to block this. I'm going to try and keep everything on this side. So when the tank is going to be blocked. Blocker. I can put a 4 in and change it. See, that won't work, will it? It has to be back there. So let's have a look at that before the final. It's a bit confusing. I try to use other types of blocks for my prototypes. Yet no, that's a real block. They were just part of the. So with a bit of luck, we'll end up with a real tank here, just ready for everything to be pushed in. So, I am probably gonna push her behind, push her behind. So that's a pusher. That's a pusher. And again, it's hard to visualize this tank here. I can never do it. Now, as they get pushed in, I'd like to put welders across the top. So these three blocks above it are going to be welders. So to sense that there is a tank ready to be fitted, I need to put the sensor in this space looking that way. So the sensor is 1 and 1 and looking to my left. Okay. So I said the sensor is 1 and 1 and it's got to be looking that way. And when the sensor fires, it obviously, it needs to send these two blockers, and it also needs to release the track. Obviously, just before it goes wrong, when you have a blocker like this that has been across blocking the path, what tends to happen is it retracts. The object you were blocking starts moving, you lose the detection, the blocker fires again and pushes it off the track. So normally it's a good idea to try and stop that happening. Well, I mean, if it does happen, you can stop it happening by just putting something opposite the blocker so it can never push off against it. So the blocker's out, in this comes, you know, it's not bad. So then what's the word I'm looking for? Welders are going to go 1, 2, 3. I'll pick the other one from here because I'm using 3 of them. 1, 2, and a 3. And have a look at that. And tank. Make sure it's happy with it. Yeah, 9. And it's counting down. So again, very, very simple. Using a eviscerator grinder thing on a sensor. Obviously possible by rotating it and then sliding it sideways, and then you can just have fixed place eviscerators. You know, maybe that's simpler. I'm not sure. Easier to understand. What's happening here? Gets built using the standard template, twisted, gets dropped in here. Let's just have a quick look at it just before it's ready to fire. So the barrel comes in. Oh, there already is a CPU unit there. This blocker is across to stop it happening. I've got a sensor in there somewhere. Yep, it's completely hidden here. That sensor is waiting for this middle part to arrive, at which case these two are going to fire. Push, weld, blocker is removed, and the final product goes on. Okay, so not that hard compared to what's been happening before. Interesting. Would be interested to see if it could be done without this stop in the system. If you watch, the unit actually remains stationary for 1 tick, so it's not a big deal, but it'd be nice to see if you could slide it through, but I'm not sure I can figure out a way to actually push something into a sliding object. Anyway, so this was drone maintenance next, and then we've one more to do, and I'll be finished production zone 2. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it interesting. Thanks for watching. Later.